Good afternoon, my wonderful viewers and subscribers. How is everybody doing out there today? I hope everybody is having a wonderful Friday. It's Nicky D, and welcome back to the Nicky D channel. Today, we're going to be doing If Nicky D Booked WWE Episode 9. And in today's episode, we believe in Joe Hendry. And today, I am going to get you all up to speed on everything that has happened with Joe Hendry so far. And I am going to tell all of y'all how I would book Joe Hendry until WrestleMania 42. Since he's in NXT, we get to dive a little bit deeper into this today. Why? Because I believe in Joe Hendry. Sing it with me, everybody. I believe in Joe Hendry. Without further ado, let's get to what has happened thus far. Recently, WWE and TNA has decided to cross-brand with each other. And when that occurred, TNA's Joe Hendry found his way to NXT. Debuting in the 25-man Battle Royal, which he was only involved in for a minute or two, happened to be the first person eliminated in this match. But when Joe Hendry's music hit, the crowd lost it. Why? Because they believe in Joe Hendry. Then, a few weeks later, Joe Hendry teamed up with Trick Williams to defeat Ethan Page and Shawn Spears. And even recently, Joe Hendry had his one-off match with Joe Coffey of Gallus at NXT Great American Bash. And now next week on NXT, Joe Hendry will be in a triple threat #1 contender match alongside Wesley and Pete Dunne as well. And the winner of that match will face the NXT champion Ethan Page at NXT No Mercy on September 1st. So with that being said, that is what has happened with Joe Hendry. Now, how Nicky D would book Joe Hendry. Well, we're going to start off right where we left off with the #1 contender match to the NXT Championship. I would have Joe Hendry win the #1 contenders match and go on and face Ethan Page for the NXT Championship at NXT No Mercy, where I would have Joe Hendry become the new NXT Champion. Why? Because I believe in Joe Hendry. And from there, I would have him feud with Trick Williams over the NXT Championship, where Joe Hendry retains in October and November. And then I'd have him feud with Tony D'Angelo over the NXT Championship in December and January, leading up to NXT Stand and Deliver, where I would have Joe Hendry lose the NXT Championship, but I'd have him lose it to Oba Femi, one of the most dominant men in NXT or in all of WWE right now, if we're looking at the grand scheme of things. And from there, once he had lost the NXT Championship to Obafemi, I would have Joe Hendry appear on Friday Night SmackDown. I would have him called up to the main roster. If you want to do it in the 2025 draft, okay, fine. But I'd prefer to see Joe Hendry called up to Friday Night SmackDown when nobody sees it coming. And honestly, I want to see him team up in a teacher-student type of relationship with L.A. Knight. Yeah. And see Joe Hendry and L.A. Knight go out and capture the tag team championships and hold them for a few months. And right when we start to get towards the end of 2025, I would have L.A. Knight betray Joe Hendry, which will lead to 3 separate matches between these two. The first match I would have happen at the 2026 Royal Rumble. It could be a singles match. It could be, but LA Knight would walk out victorious and go up 1-0, which would really grind Joe Hendry's gears. It would push him to another state mentally. And he would come out seeking revenge at the Elimination Chamber. This time it's Falls Count Anywhere, because we could have LA Knight win over a sneaky tactic that he would have gotten away with the Falls Count Anywhere match. So yeah, Falls Count Anywhere match. Joe Hendry defeats LA Knight and makes it 1-1 going into WrestleMania 42. I'd put him in a steel cage match where the only way you win is by pinfall, submission, or escaping the cage. And I am a fan of clean victories, dominant victories. I normally prefer the pinfall over anything else here, but I do think that Joe Hendry, whether it's pinfall, whether it's submission, whether Joe Hendry ends up escaping the cage, it doesn't really matter to me. I would book Joe Hendry to beat LA Knight at WrestleMania 42, and then from there we could propel him into a main event scene. And so with that being said, that is how I, Nicky D, would book Joe Hendry. And that was If Nicky D Booked WWE Episode 9, featuring, one more time, sing it with me, I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. How would you book Joe Hendry? Let me know down in the comment section below, because that's what it's there for. Don't forget to like the video, share the video on social media, and if you made it all the way to the end of the video, smash that subscribe button so you could be notified of when I drop my next video. And other than that, I hope all of y'all amazing subscribers and viewers out there have a wonderful Friday. It's Nicky D, and we will see y'all next time on the Nicky D channel. Bye, y'all.